Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Great Day, Connecticut. I'm Kara Sundlin.
Scott and Kara here. It's a classic Monday.
It was a little bit of a rough start for a lot of folks. I mean, I know I had one child with no school. The other one had to go late. I mean, there's, I guess, by this time of day,
are you
most
sure Mercury is not in retrograde?
It's coming out of it. We know it went direct.
We're still in the shadow. Can there be a little bit of a shadow?
There was a shadow, she said, but I think the shadow's over too. But it's a brand new year. It's the year of the rabbit, so we're going to have good luck. We're going to go with that.
Something felt like something was wrong this morning. It was just like everything. It did.
It feels like Friday the 13th. Yeah, there's something. I don't know. Maybe there's another problem out there.
We hope you're enjoying your Monday.
I'll have to
better
text
than
Carrie
us.
Samuels. She's the resident astrologist who told us.
So they have nicknamed this movie Avatar: The Way of Cash instead of The Way of Water, because that's all it continues to do is bring in cash.
It's past the $2 billion mark at the worldwide box office, and that combined with the original Avatar and Titanic, that makes James Cameron the only director to helm 3 movies in the $2 billion clubs. I mean,
is that incredible?
When I heard that, what made me wonder, and maybe there is one, and you guys can go on Facebook and let me know or email us, like, is there a biography of him? I just want to know about his brain. Like, he's got to be just amazing. How I mean, the movies he creates and
completely agree
the
with
success. I mean, I just want to know what makes James Cameron James Cameron.
What makes him tick? The only other movies to make that much are Avengers Endgame, Star Wars The Force Awakens, and Avengers Infinity War. I've never seen any of these movies. Not one. Has anyone seen these movies?
Wait, the other ones?
No.
The
No,
Avengers?
okay.
I've seen some of the Avengers movies.
Really?
Yeah, but you've seen Titanic.
I did see Titanic, but that's not on the list. Oh, Titanic
is one of James Cameron's movies.
James Cameron's movies. I got to see Avatar.
I know, and
I just don't want to get depressed.
I'm a little resistant just how long it is.
It's 3 hours and 40 minutes or something like that. That's a long time to sit in a movie theater.
I know some people said, hey, you get your money's worth, that's a ticket, and you're getting, but I don't know, I can't remember the last time I've sat for that long.
I know, I'll watch it at home with like an intermission every hour.
Is there a podcast? Can I like go do stuff while I watch it?
Completely insane, $2 billion, Kara.
I know, I think it's definitely, maybe we should watch it, and we'll do it like in halves, like one night and then finish the next night.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It's the end of an era at Disney.
I know, Splash Mountain. It was one of my favorite rides there. But
it's not going to go away officially.
Right. I totally understand why they're doing this.
Right.
In fact, the last time I went with the kids, it was already, they were closing down parts of the things that had references back to the Song of the South, which, anyway, so this ride had characters and music from Song of the South, which has some racial stereotypes. So they announced back in 2020 that they would do this. They're turning it into Tiana's Bayou Adventure, based on the film Princess and the Frog, of course, with a Connecticut star in it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's the star from Connecticut.
The Princess and the Frog? Mm-hmm. I didn't see that.
Yeah, Tiana.
All right, they're not getting to work.
I'm forgetting her first name, her real name right now, but she's a Connecticut gal.
Yeah, they're going to do work on it, and also Disneyland of California is also transforming its Splash Mountain ride, although it's not yet clear when the attraction will stop running. So, if you're looking to get wet, you're going to have to ride on some other ride. I love the log flume.
Yeah, Splash Mountain. And then there's Thunder Mountain too. There's Thunder Mountain too, which also I think had to be revamped, but
well, revamp them and get them back online. That's
Ted Lasso is coming back.
Did you watch this?
Yes, Ted Lasso. I watched the first one. I need to now update season 2.
First season? Okay.
Yeah. It is really uplifting. It's good.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about this show.
I just got busy, but you know, the first 2 seasons are out, so you might want to catch up because they're announcing that season 3 is coming out in the spring. And here's the little precursor video. He's just this uplifting, almost like a Forrest Gump character. He finds himself leading this elite soccer team. He doesn't know what he's doing.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
But he knows human conditions. He knows how to motivate people and gain respect and encourage people. So there's a lot of like good little golden nuggets in there. There are a lot of things on TV that make you feel happy. He makes you feel happy.
In case you're wondering what you're looking at, the character Ted Lasso, played by Jason Sudeikis, and Nate Shelley, played by Nick Mohammed, they are shown standing face to face with character Rupert Mannion, played by Anthony Head, looking on. So that's what you're looking at.
And I love this story, okay? It shows you, even when you've had the most incredible life, even when you're in the twilight years, it can still keep getting better. Astronaut Edwin Buzz Aldrin, okay? Buzz Aldrin, he made history, being one of the first humans, as the first human to set foot on the moon's surface.
How old is she?
He married his longtime love on his 93rd birthday.
How old is she? Do we know?
I'm not sure how old she is, but...
Well, they look great. 93, God bless him. He says that this is he's waited, and he loves her, and they're moving forward. And
it's Dr. Anka V. Fowler, and they've been together for a long time. and they had a small private ceremony, and they said they're as excited as teenagers. She's 63, so there's a 30-year difference. Okay, but 63 and 93 is like a young 93.
Good for him. All right, we're moving on. Southwest Airlines has agreed to... What are you going to do? She's 30 years younger. All right, very good. Southwest Airlines has agreed to pay its pilots an estimated $45 million in bonus gratitude pay, which I think is kind of cool.
It is really nice. I don't know.
And it's a pretty good payout, too.
It translates to, I guess, about 50% of their salaries for that they worked all through the craziness of the cancellations and the holidays and the meltdowns and everything. So this is all part of why Southwest has said that their numbers aren't going to be the same this year, because they're really trying to restore confidence. They're giving money to their employees, and they're giving a lot of free tickets to their customers. So I think that's good. All you can do is own your mistake and try and do better.
Absolutely. They have 9,400 pilots. The estimated cost of their bonus pay was disclosed in a message from the Southwest Association to its members, saying the gratitude pay would be equal 50% of the pilot's regular pay. That's
a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and you know, but they have to. They're already there's already such a pilot shortage, so they need to retain these guys.
Absolutely. Retention is huge.
And what a stressful job they've had.
God, I wouldn't want it. Not for the not for the life of me.
Speaking of just a pilot show, kind of.
Yeah.
Manifest has new episodes on Netflix. If you've never watched, I loved the first few seasons. Now it's out season 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like crazy. This flight took off and it went into some lightning storm, and no one knew what happened to them, but they came back and they'd been gone for 5 years. Everyone thought they were dead.
Oh wow, that's really cool. What a great premise.
Yeah, and then all of them have these callings where they kind of have these psychic things going on. They don't know what happened to them aboard this flight.
What kind of callings?
Like it tells them to go do stuff.
Hello? Is this 5 years in the future? Okay, thank you.
It's wild. It's like, what would happen if your life you thought you were gone for an hour and everyone else missed you for 5 years? Like all the things that changed.
That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That's a great premise.
Friends and Seinfeld fans, yes, all the new ones and the folks who watched it originally like us.
Seinfeld. I said Seinfeld.
I said Seinfeld.
No, you didn't.
I didn't? Oh, okay. I know it's Seinfeld. Did I just say it wrong?
I love it. Keep going.
All right, but you can go stay in their apartments.
Yeah, because you get to go to an Airbnb, and they've decorated it exactly like the sets of these two shows, which is absolutely hysterical. But you got to go to Cincinnati.
Yeah. But I love all these little Airbnb themes. It just makes it more fun.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Man, they did this during COVID. They got a book in the refrigerator.
Well, I think because that's what they had. They had like books and games in their refrigerator, and the purple walls.
Oh, look.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Was that Rachel and Ross? I don't remember her being
No, that looked like Seinfeld.
That was Seinfeld?
Yeah, that was Seinfeld. Anyway.
Okay. Right,
so good for that. You can go check it out. It's $175 a night, and they're going to start taking reservations, which is totally awesome. So there you go.
This I read about, and I think this is pretty cool. $40 could buy you 15 seconds of fame.
We got to do this.
On Times Square's largest billboard. It can't be to promote anything. It's just pure creativity. It's not supposed to be an ad. They want it to be very organic, and you're going to submit it, and your video will end up on the Jumbotron at Times Square.
How awesome is that? For $40, you get 15 seconds. That's remarkable. You know how many people watch that every day?
I know. There's actually
360 million,
yeah.
360,000 people or something.
It's crazy, yeah. So normally, if you buy it, it starts at $500 for 20 plays of a 15-second ad. But this is going to be free. The content rules include what you'd expect from a screen that is viewed by no less than 360,000 people. So nothing offensive, no nudity.
No, you can't do any of that stuff.
Okay, and but they want to do it so that it can be open for all types of creatives.
Well, I think that's great.
Just real people doing real things.
Maybe we can get on there and kind of sneak in an ad. Like, hey, guys, it's a great day in Connecticut. Kara and Scott here.
What if we just go have fun for having fun?
All right. I'll do it. $40.
You're not allowed to promote anything. We'll just go there and be funny.
Just be funny?
Who's to say we'd get picked?
Exactly.
All right. And how much would you pay to use a dating app?
Not $500 a month.
I mean, is that like the new access to?
Is this like what was that, the $1 Million Matchmaker?
Right. Is that what this is?
Is that what this is? $500 a month they want.
But Tinder and Hinge are talking about these top-tier memberships where Tinder, they're not saying what extra benefits you get, but it would be $500 a month. I guess maybe the one thing you would say, if someone's paying that much, they're serious about a relationship.
They are really serious about
So
a
maybe
relationship.
they're trying to weed out the people who just like look and never actually go meet anyone, or I don't know.
I think it's completely
$500
insane.
a month, that's a lot.
And then there's another one, though. Highly motivated daters, there's a tier of $50 to $60. It's called the dating apps. Oh, that's Hinge. Hinge is also rolling out. Theirs is $50 to $60. So that's that. So you can go on and date. You don't have to worry about any of this.
Okay.
You just, it's just solely for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I missed all that.
You missed it all.
Okay.
It's incredible. All right, today is National Handwriting Day, celebrated on the birth of John Hancock. But nowadays, penmanship, especially cursive, has become a lost art.
I know. I don't even know if my kids really know it.
How do you sign your name?
They just sign.
Printed?
CBS correspondent Michael George met with some children who are leading a cursive comeback. I think this is good. Take a look.
Think back. When was the last time you used cursive? Chances are it was to sign something. Most of us learned cursive in school, but for children growing up in a world of laptops, smartphones, and tablets, the writing lesson is fading away.
A lot of people think that it won't be used later on in life, that since everything is focused on technology and typed things.
Only 21 states currently require cursive instruction.
You go all the way around.
But some schools, like St. Edmund Elementary in Brooklyn, New York, never stop teaching it.
And dot the I.
And surprisingly, some kids are taking to it.
I love how it looks so neat and so fun to do.
13-year-old Caitlin No doesn't just like cursive, she's the 2021 Grand National Cursive Champion, beating out the competition with her neatness and consistency. She finds her tidy penmanship helpful.
When you're taking notes during class, it's more faster and you want to like keep your notes, neat and easy to read.
As an adult who abandoned cursive decades ago, I asked Caitlin to grade my work. Okay, what do you think?
I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
But I've noticed that your pencil's kind of shaky. You don't have to be nervous, just take your time.
Okay.
Just act like nobody's watching you right now.
On the question of whether cursive is still useful today, it does allow us to read historical documents, including John Hancock's famous signature on the Declaration of Independence. And Lauren Mooney Baer of the American Handwriting Analysis Foundation says we retain information better when we write by hand.
There are so many studies that show that cursive writing uses more of the neurons in the brain and muscle memory because your hands got to use it.
So cursive isn't a lost art yet.
Any pointers, any tips?
Yeah, you need to practice your D's and B's mostly.
In fact, some kids are even better at it than adults. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
I think my hardest thing was what the M's had 3 humps and the N's had 2 humps instead of the 2 and the 1.
If I go slow, it can look nice, but my handwriting is not good.
I'm not good either.